Hello, this is Doug Gerlach from iCLUBcentral and myICLUB.com. Welcome to our Investment Club webinar for April 16th, 2024. In this session, we're going to be reviewing our new forum for investment clubs, a joint project of myICLUB and BetterInvesting. It's a good resource for sharing information with your peers, for getting help with questions about running an investment club or keeping your club's books. So we're hopeful that this will be a very helpful resource for both treasurers and investment club members. If you have questions in our webinar, our live webinar, please feel free to use the questions box in the GoToWebinar application. And there is a handout of our slides in PDF format that you can download there, or you can download it when we archive the webinar video on our YouTube channel as well. So without any further ado, let's talk about our new investment club forum, a discussion forum that is focused on investment clubs. It's a combined forum for both Better Investing members and myICLUB users. So this is a web-based discussion forum with a list of topics that you can read and reply to. You can post questions as well. Now, for many years, in fact, almost 30 years, the Better Investing Club Treasurers list has been in operation, but that email-based discussion list, the software for it has become outdated. It's no longer supported, and so the decision was made to discontinue that Club Treasurers list and to create a new online forum using best practices for 2024. Now, we also have had a Clubhouse forum on our Stock Central website. We have closed that down as well, and we have ported those messages over to the new investment club forum. So there is a resource of historical information and questions there that can be searched and read through just to get things up and going. So this new forum is designed to be a resource for discussions about club accounting and record keeping, all sorts of investment club transactions, such as member withdrawals or terminating your club or downloading brokerage transactions. This is a great resource for those types of questions. Any question about investment club operations, our volunteers and moderators at the forum have more than 30 years each in experience with investment clubs. So, and at myICLUB and iCLUBcentral, we have certainly seen more than our fair share of club operation problems and figured out how to help clubs resolve those. So this is fair game as well. During tax season, state and federal club tax return questions can be posted here. Very useful as our support lines get bogged down in February and March as clubs are meeting that March 15th IRS deadline, and also questions about using myICLUB. There are plenty of resources on myICLUB. We've been doing this webinar series on clubs and the myICLUB site for 15 or 20 years, and so we have barely covered all of the topics and features of the website. So if you have questions, that's a great place to share. So we think that this forum, by providing that opportunity to connect with peers, there are a lot of you out there who have also much experience with investment clubs, and this is a great place for you to share your wisdom with others and participate in the conversations. So to access the forum, you need to be either a Better Investing member, and you can log into the forum from the Better Investing website with your Better Investing username and password, or you can also be a member of a myICLUB investment club, in which case you can log in from the myICLUB website. If you are both a member of Better Investing and a member of myICLUB, you in effect have two separate logins to access the forum. So you can access in either way that you wish. We would suggest that you stick to one method over another. Your accounts are not linked, so if you post a message and then see there's an error in it and you want to edit it, you wouldn't be able to do that from the other website. So just keep that in mind. And once your membership or subscription lapses, then you no longer have access to those forums. To log in from Better Investing, just like you would to access the SSG Plus or Core SSG or any of the other member features using your Better Investing username and password from myICLUB, again, just use your myICLUB username and password to log into the website. Now, to get to each section, this is going to take you a little bit of time the first time you're there, so we're going to try to give you the directions as well as the direct links that you can get there. But remember, those direct links require you to log in. And so the login doesn't always take you back to that page. It might take you back to the beginning of the website, and so it's useful to know how to get back there. And of course, this is a brand new feature, so we expect to enhance it over time. So if you have suggestions, if you get lost along the way, do let us know, and that will help us to figure out how to improve the forums in the future. On the Better Investing website, if you use the Investment Clubs menu and find the Club Resources page, you will find a link there to the Investment Club forum. It'll also give you more help information and an overview about the forum. On myICLUB, if you log in at myICLUB, you will find a link to the forum in the top menu and the left side menu. This is the page, it's not your club's homepage, but this will list all of the names of the clubs that you may be members of. That you select then to enter your club's website. That page has the forum link there. If you just go to myICLUB right now, you will also see a forum link, a button on the home page. And so we are in figuring out exactly how to improve access and to share these discussions and get people involved and engaged. So consider it a work in progress. Now, I wanted to talk about user privacy and let you know that the forums are only accessible to logged in users. That means content doesn't appear in search results on Google or Bing or any other website. We also do not show the login names or usernames of participants on the website, but we do identify all individuals by the first name and initial of their last name as it shows up in your member profile. So Joe Smith becomes Joe S. We do that because we want to validate that these are actual people, that we're not hiding behind masks, that we're sharing truthful information in a respectful way. Users cannot contact each other directly on the forum, and we do ask that individuals do not post personal details on the forum. And again, we understand that there may be times where you may want to connect directly with someone who has a question or who offers help and advice. And so there may be ways that we can facilitate that discussion in a safe way, but security and privacy is first and foremost in our minds. So these are our policies right now. So as I mentioned, there's one forum that appears in two locations, and the information is identical. It looks a little different, the formatting is a little different, the colors are slightly different, but the body of the text messages, the formatting, the linking is all the same between the sites. So it doesn't matter which site you access, we're sharing a common user base, and anyone can respond to anyone else's questions, no matter where you come from the myICLUB side or the Better Investing side. So to browse the list of messages, when you log in, you'll see a page that looks something like this, where we've got topics. These are indicated by the thought bubbles on the left side, those little green icons. You'll see that they are various number of comments to the right of the topic. So the first one has 3 comments, the second one has 1 comment reply, and the bottom one has 2 comments. You can see the first names of the people who posted, those messages, and you'll see this is my administrator view, so you can see that there's a delete and edit link. So we do have a team of moderators and administrators who are able to edit. So if you mistakenly leave personal information in there, we may edit that out. We can also remove messages that don't follow our guidelines, but that is otherwise you only have the ability to delete or edit your messages that you have posted to the website. So click on a topic and you'll see the topic discussion page posted by the who posted the message, the date and the time, what the topic is, and here's a question about withdrawals. If you would like to reply to it, you can click the post reply button or the reply link at the bottom of the message, and then the replies will appear below that. So this is Russell from our team replying about the details of a partial withdrawal. The idea here, again, hopefully this is more prompt in many cases than waiting for our support team. And if you've got a question about partial withdrawals, you would be able to come here, search this as well as our FAQ, and perhaps get the answer without a phone call or submitting a support ticket. If you wanted to post a new topic, a new message, you can click the new topic button at the top of the forum. You'll get a page that looks something like this. We've got a subject and a description line. The subject is the main topic. The description might be something a little more descriptive than the body of the message. So you can style text. You can see you can make it bold or italics or underlined. You can center it. There are some other formatting options there. So we ask that you please be prudent and avoid overstyling the text, and remember that simply making the text bigger so that you can view it doesn't require you to make the text bigger for everyone else. Stick to the basics as much as possible. Now, we do allow sharing of documents, files, and screenshots. So there's an attached file link down at the bottom. Again, the idea here is if you're having a problem, if you don't understand something that's on your screen, if you're getting an error message, if a report isn't making sense, that you could share that in the message and people would be able to download that particular item. And when you're done typing in your message, click the post new topic button and it appears. As I mentioned, you've got to delete and edit link on your messages, so you can come back and as often is the case, you type in a perfectly crafted message, and somewhere between you pushing the enter button and it showing up, it picks up a couple of typographical errors, the gremlins in the system, right? So you can come back and you can edit those if you need to, or if you have received an answer to a question and you don't need any further follow-up, you can let us know from that. And as I mentioned, you just have to be logged into the same account that you posted from, either from the myICLUB or the Better Investing side. So some of the top forum rules that we are hoping that you will adhere to. Topics should be relevant to investment clubs first and foremost. We want everyone to be courteous and respectful and use appropriate language. We expect that this is an adult website, but it doesn't mean that we can't be PG rated at the minimum within our language and in our discussions. We would like you to avoid low effort comments like one-word replies or me too, or using a lot of emojis or thank you responses. We expect that you would be grateful, so we don't need the thousands of people who will be coming don't need to hear you say thank you expressly. I know this might make your mother turn over in her grave, but we understand that in today's etiquette, it's not absolutely required. So in the interest of keeping things simple and streamlined, we ask you to limit those responses. If you have any financial interest, we expect you to disclose them. No spam, no promotional content, no associate links, etc. Those are part of them. We have a complete set of community rules and guidelines that you'll have to agree to the first time that you access the forum, and that link is at the bottom of the forum. These are the ones that I pulled out as most salient that I think you should be aware of. Pretty much common sense, right? we're trying to create a resource about non-controversial topics. There will be differences of opinion, but be respectful, and we'll all benefit from it. Now, we know that a lot of people will want to know, can we get the messages on the forum by email? Can I read? Can I post by email? And right now, we're limiting it to a web-based forum, similar to other online forums. So the only interaction is to come to the website. The only way to know if your response has gotten a question is to come back to the website. There's no posting by email or receiving digests or replies by email. Now, this may change over time. And we want to gauge the usage of the forum and what the potential might be for sharing a digest or sending it out, and what's the schedule. So it is something that is in our minds, but we're always very concerned about the impact on our servers. As part of a nonprofit organization, we try to be very careful in our use of resources. So if our servers are sending out a lot of email messages, it can slow down other activities, use up bandwidth, etc. So it is, if you would like to hear it, please do let us know, and that will help gauge the level of interest and the amount of resources we might apply to this particular point. I am looking at adding a list of the most recent messages to your club's homepage on myICLUB, so that when you log in and you see the heat map and the upcoming events in your club and recent transactions, etc., that there might be a summary of the most, or links to the most recent 6 messages, so that would tell you if there's activity, what's going on, what are the hottest topics, etc. So again, a lot of our work goes towards making myICLUB useful for communications, not only now about your club decision making, but also club portfolio management, and as well as the accounting. So this is one way that we may be able to provide a little bit more warning and about potential activity on the message board forum. Now, we do have a forum search function in the top header there. So very easy to use. Just type in the keyword in that search box, hit the search button, and you will turn up the search results. So your search term is highlighted in yellow, and they will have all of the different links that are available, messages and discussions that might be relevant to your search. We're doing some work on the search results right now. Some search terms turn up lots of messages and deliver a lot of that fill up the page, and may not be relevant or easy to navigate. So we are making some changes there. I mentioned earlier the moderators and administrators. So we have members of both myICLUB and the BetterInvesting staff as administrators and moderators. That includes myself, as well as Sean Pulrang and Russell Malley, and who will be chiming in and keeping track of the activity there on the forum. Moderators will be able to answer questions. You'll see posts from me and answers from me as well. And we will be deleting or editing content that goes against guidelines. And we do have the ability to ban users if it comes down to it. Something that this is a once in a decade where we have someone who's so unruly, who won't listen to reason, and has to be banned. So we hope that won't be the case, but we do have the ability to monitor it, and that's also for the protection of the rest of the users. For help, there's a help link at the top, and this is about the forum, the help pages, and we'll give you our complete community guidelines and more resources as we develop them that will help you understand how to use the forum and what the forum can do for you. I mentioned that as I said, we've had some discussions this week as I was putting together this presentation, that members only see the first name and last initial of people who are participating on the forum, who are posting messages or replies. That is not the case for administrators and moderators. You will be able to see our full name. And we're also working on a designation. We realize that if you're new, you might not know that Russell and Doug and Sean are the myICLUB team. So we're going to figure out, we've got a plan in place to indicate those messages so that people will know this is semi-official, that if it comes from Susie or Doug or Russell or Sean or someone else on the Better Investing staff, that this is comes from a voice of authority. So that's a change that is underway right now. So I didn't expect there would be a whole lot of questions. Hopefully we answered and gave you a good overview. We invite you to check it out. There's, as I said, there are a lot of questions about how the forum will be used and what types of conversations might happen there. We are certainly, hoping to support the questions about investment club transactions, what's new on the myICLUB website, for instance, as well as updates about the webinar. But we are open to other club-related topics. People always want to know what is an interesting idea for my club's education program that's not the usual have a member stand up and give a talk. Is there someone else? Can we invite guests? What have you done in your club? And we'll be posting some questions for discussion as well about your club and maybe some ideas that you have that you would like to share. We certainly would love to hear from you about those. Well, with that, I just wanted to close out with our information about getting help from myICLUB if you need it. We revamped our help support center at the end of last year before the tax season. So we have a new homepage for support with different areas for helping yourself, which is really useful. You can certainly reach out to us at any time by clicking on the envelope. You can call us by telephone. We've expanded our Thursday night hours till 9 p.m. Eastern time to better support those customers on the West Coast that can reach us on Thursday nights, and that program is continuing. We have our FAQ and our quick start guides that are available for download. Of those quick start guides that we've created for new members and new treasurers and setting up your club. Our user guide was completely overhauled last year thanks to Russell Malley. So we have a complete PDF user guide, hundreds of pages if you wanted to dig into particular transactions. And our support team still standing by there on the toll-free line at any point if you need have questions about myICLUB. As remember, this is part of our monthly investment club series that is archived on our YouTube channel, ICLUBcentral, as well as linked from myICLUB by clicking the videos link in your club website, where we cover all sorts of topics, including some of the greatest hits, disaster preparedness for clubs, as well as tax preparation, IRS audit rules and how they impact partnerships, training new treasurers, having sound backup practices, and many more. We'd love to hear your ideas for upcoming webinars, but our schedule for 2024 is now live on myICLUB. All of the topics for the rest of the year. Some of those have come from users, so we're hopeful to continue that dialogue. Thanks so much for coming out. I know it's a short webinar, but hopefully you will find the benefit of our new club forum. So we'll look forward to interacting with you there. Thanks again. Have a great evening.